What's up, guys? My name is Miko Hytönen, and this is Jokes and More podcast, baby! A show where we talk about Jiu-Jitsu, life, and everything in between. We are capturing the magic moment after a hard Jiu-Jitsu training. If you don't roll, you don't know. Today I'm joined by martial artist, father, entrepreneur, and steel man of India, Vispy Kharadi.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. So it's a magical moment for me, rather.
Here we are in an amazing facility, and actually, how you feel? How has been the last couple of days been?
So it's a dream come true. Ideally, I've been watching you, I've been following you since many years now. And luckily, my mentor brought you here, and I'm in front of you. In fact, we had a small podcast also a few days before. But no, I could never have imagined that Miko Hytönen is here in my premise, training my students here, and I'm training with him, wearing this white belt again after years. And so this is the best belt of my life.
Yeah, but that's a definition of martial artists that you are ready to learn. And actually, we met first time in a podcast, and they didn't tell me anything, because when we started to roll, suddenly I just saw your face, and then it's just, we met there. But obviously, I had a good feeling, like super positive guy, and I'm super positive guy also. So it was, I had a high expectations, and you exceeded them, my friend. So it's been a pleasure, and we have now, I've been doing my India trip. This is, I think I'm on week number 3 going on. So, but so far this facility and the people, oh man, your students are great, eager to learn, very tough, very, very good, very skillful, but also humble guys. So, how long actually this facility has been running?
So we started this facility in 2017.
Yeah.
And it started with a thought process of training people into different fields of sports. Like there is a gym, there is a swimming pool, badminton courts, table tennis, squash, and then my favorite martial arts dojo is there, where we train kids into kudo. So that was the whole perspective behind developing this facility, that we want to train people into different indoor sports.
And actually, for the viewers, we are now in Surat in India, and so far, what a beautiful city. And actually, I need to mention this, I love my hotel breakfast. Today I was like, I told the guy, like, anything more, sir? I said, can I have some waffles? I never eat, but I felt like now I will. So
yesterday you also had pastries, right?
Yeah, today I have a Danish pastry with the fruits, but today I was like, can I have a waffle, sir? I enjoyed that.
So you cheated on your meal?
I cheated a little bit, but I had like 8 eggs, scrambled eggs on the bottom, but I just enjoyed it. It was so good selection.
So your protein content was already there?
Protein was there, and I took the waffle afterwards. I was listening to the music and I just enjoyed it. So very good, very good. So tell me about your first memories of martial arts when you were a kid. What is the first thing that your memories from martial arts? Did you start training? Did you watch Bruce Lee? What are your first memories regarding martial arts as a kid?
So my first memories as a kid was not Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger. So though we all look at him as a bodybuilder, but Conan the Barbarian, I saw the first movie of his wherein he was into this fights, barbaric fights, then the Conan Destroyer. But that was also a martial art form. Those fights, the barbaric fights, those are martial art forms. When you say you were into wrestling, when India, we say we had kushti those days. The earlier, which went yesterday in that mud pit. That's also a martial art form. So those were my memories. And then later, I kept watching movies of Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren. Then later on, my own sir, my senior Akshay Kumar sir, Bollywood superstar. So all those gave me a huge kick and to kickstart into martial arts. That's how I kept going on.
What was your first martial arts discipline?
Karate. Goju-ryu karate.
What age you started?
I was in 3rd standard. So probably I was 8 or 9 years old. And that's where I started.
Where was the place? Was it here in Surat or?
No, that was in Bombay.
Bombay.
So
are you born in Bombay?
No, I was born in Surat.
Yeah.
When you asked me, so let me put it up for the first time ever in via your podcast. I've been mentioning this. So my martial arts journey, I was very well impressed with my uncle, my dad's cousin, who is also a black belt in Goju-ryu karate. And he was after me to start martial arts, and he himself is a very, very good martial artist. He is a Goju-ryu black now. He's very old now.
Yeah.
But he was kind of a street fighter.
Okay.
His name is Ronnie Wadia, and even when I was into banking, he was after me that you should follow your passion, and he kind of backed me up, and along with Mehul Vora sir, that okay, follow your passion and we are behind you, don't worry about it.
Very cool.
That was, he's the man who actually motivated me to be into martial arts.
Very good.
And then I started learning judo. I was black belt in judo. I represented in different national level sports. I was into different sports too. I used to play volleyball, badminton, cricket, so arm wrestling. So I was into sports throughout.
Oh, nice.
I loved it.
But you started with the karate then, back in the day.
Yeah.
But obviously you are into all kind of sports, and maybe that's why you have the badminton also here, because you have been playing it.
Yeah.
So when you were a kid, what kind of, where did you went to your school? How did your school went? Were you good in school or?
Yeah, my schooling and everything, my schooling was done in Surat only, in my hometown. And I would say, so I would come in the first, say, first rank to 7th rank or 8th rank. I was not very studious because I was into sports, but my marks were better than average student.
Yeah.
Always. So, no, I always focus on academics too, because I knew academics is the backbone of any student, any player who wants to grow up in life. Because in those days, India, we never had those backing, or we never had those advices that sports can build your careers.
Yeah, sports was sports.
Yeah, you could follow sports and build up your career and name.
Yeah.
So nobody was there to tell us all those things. And that happened with me. I did my MBA in marketing, kept on studying more. I went to IIM Bangalore to complete my portfolio management degree there. I was in bank for 11 years. Then one fine day I decided, it's okay, let's leave it. Let's follow my passion. Whatever happens, at least I'll be happy. At least I'll be giving more time to my kids. And that triggered me.
And
so
now your kids are both training, you spend a lot of time together, and always like everybody who starts to follow their dream. I had the same thing when I was already teaching Jiu-Jitsu, but I needed to have normal job because it didn't pay me enough. But one day I just decided like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm going to quit my job, and I started to teach. And I started to teach by 20 euros an hour, and I was struggling, but I did what I loved. So I was able to train and teach every day. So I think everybody has to take some kind of a risk when they start to follow their dreams. And can you achieve anything without taking risks? If you play safe, and who wants to kind of play safe?
When we mention the word risk, I say it's just a notion.
Yeah.
When you love whatever you want to do, there's no risk.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in.
Exactly, and because you know that if you truly love what you are doing, you are going forward, you will make it.
Yeah. So I was always into strength training also.
Yeah.
I appeared for many exams, international exams to strength and conditioning, strength training, nutrition. So I was always into fitness, studying the physiology and all that. So it just triggered me. I just loved those subjects.
Yeah. When did you start it? Because obviously, Steelman of India, we go that fast soon, but when did you start it, like make yourself strong? Because of course you need to work quite hard. Did you start to lift already when you were a kid, or what age you started to do?
My dad was a wrestler those days.
Yeah.
Not into those hardcore wrestling, but he used to train every day in front of me.
Yeah.
I kept on watching him, and then I started training in the same fashion.
Okay.
In my own house. He has those plain iron rods, the iron plates, So I started training there when I was, in 6th or 7th standard, along with my karate training. And it helped me. So, after 1 or 2 years, my body changed, everybody kept looking at me, I got appreciation, and that gave me a kick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, exactly, because that gives you the kind of the results give us the motivation to keep going on, like you see.
Yes.
Like,
so actually, the main thing is results.
Yeah.
You know, when you work on your body, you start eating good food, the results will definitely come your way. And you met your dad. You met my dad.
Yeah.
So he was very stout those days.
Yeah.
You know, a kushtibaz, a wrestler. You know. So and people used to pinpoint at me that I was very thin and lanky.
Yeah.
So people used to pinpoint at my dad, why he's not eating? Your son looks very weak. So that also gave me a trigger point. This is not good.
I don't want to look weak.
Yeah.
And also somebody said like, only thing what you can have always, wherever you're gonna go, is your body.
Yeah.
And it's true, like when you have a good fitness, when you are in good shape, there is certain kind of presence. Wherever you go, there is presence, because everybody understands, like, they don't understand really what it takes, but it's like, because there is no cheating way. You can have a lot of money, you can win a lottery, your father can be rich, but being in great shape, there is, you cannot cheat your way to be in a good shape. You just need to work very hard, eat
we
good
all
food.
need to be very, very disciplined.
Yeah.
And when we say discipline, consistency is attached to it.
Yep.
And when you are consistent, results are ought to happen.
Yep.
So that's what happened. So you also, propagate the same notion of, being at your top performance or being at the lowest performance, whether you feel good going to the gym or not, going to the dojo or not, you still show up at the dojo.
Exactly.
That's discipline, that's consistency, and that will reap you results.
And also I found out like more discipline I become in my life, it kind of feels even more better. Like when you stick to your discipline, it's already a reward at itself. If I feel really good when and I don't force myself to do it. Like I just do it.
Absolutely.
And it kind of gives me power to do it, and I feel like very good when I stick to my routines and do and if I want to do a cheat day or whatever, I don't even do them almost ever. But when I do, for example, the waffles or whatever, I do it with a smile on my face, because I can go back to my routines, especially when I'm traveling. So, but yeah, you started to train. Did you did any kind of competition, weight competitions as a kid, or?
Yeah, many competitions into martial arts. Judo, karate.
Okay.
But I was never into bodybuilding.
Yeah, okay.
I was never into strength lifting or powerlifting.
Yeah.
But I was into arm wrestling.
Oh, what is that? When did you start? How did you pick that up?
So,
from some movie or what happened?
No, so of course Sylvester Stallone is one of the main stars whom I admired a lot.
Yeah.
And Over the Top was one of the movie. And but before that, what happened is one day my dad was a banker.
Yeah.
And I went to his branch for some work. And there was one fellow, his name was Burzin Parabia. He passed away. And he was my coach into arm wrestling. With all respect to him, all love to him. So he saw me, and I was in my school uniform, and he immediately pinpointed to my dad that your boy has good frame in his forearms and elbow joints and all. So why not train him well? Then he started to train me in his own gym, where he gave me lot of knowledge into strength training. He started training me into arm wrestling, and that's what happened. I played state championships, national championships. So I was enjoying it.
Very, very interesting. Let's dive a little bit on the judo side. So how long did you did judo?
Probably 8 years.
Yeah? And you competed also.
Yeah.
Any memories from a judo
University
competition?
games, school games, national levels.
And you told me earlier, one day when we were driving somewhere, you told like your favorite was always the Nevasa, the ground game. You are very good at that.
Yeah. So what happened is my main coach in judo was Mr. Vijay Patil. He was the international referee for India. He's retired now. But unfortunately, so I joined a police class in Surat.
Yeah.
And he was the coach for police those days. But he was here for only 2 months, and then something happened to his family. He had to leave Surat and go back. So I could only learn 4 techniques from him. That's it. So, and because of my strength and conditioning, my arm wrestling, all those stuff, I could pin the opponents down with my raw power. Yeah. So every time, with whatever tackles or techniques I could apply. I could take the opponent down on the floor, and then the knee waza would start because I know the gravitational force I could create on those opponents and build pressure on them. And that's my little bit jiu-jitsu I started doing in those days.
Oh, very nice, because of course you already know jiu-jitsu also quite well. And many people always like strength is not important. Of course it's not most important thing, but if you are strong and you know the techniques, I'll take it any day. So strength adds. And when I actually, to be honest with you, I have been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time, but I started only do like any kind of weights maybe 2 years ago, because I was doing so much jiu-jitsu, and then I was like, and actually why I started to do it, because I had like shoulder injuries, the injuries, and I fight like most of the guys, they are bigger than me, stronger than me, and but many of them also better than me. So I'm 45, I fight with young guys every day. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my shoulders, and then I found if I come a little bit stronger, it helped my jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely.
Like I have been now training like weights, like let's say more or less 2 years. No injuries.
So
like my shoulders are much
that's
stronger.
the beauty of strength training.
Yeah.
So normally people take it as, no, strength training is not good for martial artists.
Yeah.
But that's a myth.
Yep.
If you see Van Damme, if you see Dolph Lundgren, whom I admire a lot,
Yeah.
the main villain in Rocky IV,
Yeah.
the tall guy, Russian guy, he had an exceptionally good physique.
Yeah.
And he's exceptionally good martial artist. He's one of the most dangerous peoples I've ever seen. And he's well learned into martial arts. So all those people kind of flipped my mind that no, martial arts doing just training into martial arts and not training into strength training is not going to help in future.
Yep.
Those days of Bruce Lee's and Jackie Chan is out. Even Jackie Chan used to do strength training.
Yep.
So that was a myth. And I created those kind of training schedules wherein I train strength training and martial arts in cohesiveness. So that had helped me into martial arts.
What do you think, how big part is also injury prevention when we do conditioning and strength training?
So martial arts is a tough art to practice, and we have a lot of injuries. So I normally mention it as souvenirs.
Yeah.
We get those souvenirs,
but
we need to prevent it if you want to practice it for a longer time. So that is here comes the main conception of warm-ups and cool-downs. Without them, injuries are ought to happen.
Yep.
But if you want to continue practicing an art for a very, very long time, and if you want to create, build longevity of your muscle, then I think warm-ups and cool-downs are the most important thing with proper nutrition.
Of course. And also the nutrition is very, very important subject, because I have been, my levels of discipline has grown while my skill set. Like I have been focusing what I eat, and again, let's say, because I was in a very bad relationship like long time.
Okay.
And then I was like, because my ex-girlfriend, she wanted to live a little bit different. She wanted to party during the weekends, and I was also kind of sucked into that world. I didn't want to be in that world, but I was just like, okay, I will do it because I'm with you. And I felt really bad about it. And then when I separated from her, then I started to kind of put myself on the priority. And then I want to eat this. And of course I have been fairly good shape already, like years. But really, because I understood like also the kind of more people know me, the expectations towards me grow. And I don't want to, I want to always exceed the expectations. I want to be the best version of me. And the nutrition, I found that's very, very important when I started to focus on good nutrition and clean food and all. I started to do a lot of study of gut microbiome, how I can make my stomach work better, and that's
so. There is a, very close line between your gut microbiome and the mental aptitude one has.
Yeah.
When your gut is well taken care of, your mood is at the topmost level, you have the best cognitive functions.
Yes.
Okay. But at the same time, when your gut is not proper, when you don't take care of good nutrition, everything goes for a toss, and there's where stress, anxiety comes into picture. So, and let me tell you here, especially to all your viewers, that he needs his meal on time, and it has to be on point.
Yes, I love it. And so far, my favorite here in India is chicken tikka malai. But always with double chicken. Even yesterday when I went to the restaurant, the hotel, I ordered it and I said, double chicken.
Yeah.
2 portions. So I truly see I see the difference, and especially because I'm still fairly skinny, I want to maybe have a couple of more kilos, few more kilos muscle
power.
And I need to eat so much. And I can see now if I eat like normally and I train like I train, my weight goes down.
Yeah.
So I need to like focus on really putting
Correct.
and when you eat like healthy stuff, you need to eat quite a lot. If you eat bad food, you can get like bad calories, but when you eat healthy food, you need a good amount if you want to grow.
Yes.
How did you had your proteins when you started to grow as a kid? Like you needed to eat so much. What was your
So unfortunately diet? I couldn't eat more those days, the early days, because I had no knowledge into it.
Yeah.
But then I started reading a lot about nutrition, lot about fitness, strength training, lot about martial arts, and then I started into building up my own nutritional plans, calculating the calories, the input-output ratio, the thermogenic effects of the foods.
Yeah.
All those, then I'm on point. Good. So right now I'm kind of on a non-maintenance phase. So even if I eat here and there, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because I always, I know my body. Yeah. And every body is different. So I kind of eat less than what is required, and that what's keep me fit.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have a notion of getting up from your dining table with an empty stomach. Do not fill your stomach completely when you get up from the dining table. Yeah. That's what I believe in.
Oh, very nice. And actually now when we're talking about nutrition, let's talk about this. So GP Life, your new brand, which is going to launch in a few months. Yeah. And because I'm an honest guy, actually when we started this podcast, like before we started, I was opening this, but I was like, I don't want to know what is inside because I want us to be supernatural. So I have no idea. We started to talk about this 15 minutes ago. So walk me through first, how did you inspire to do this, what the name means, and tell me a little bit about.
So GP means greater purpose of life.
Yep.
Greater purpose. And we've been researching on this particular concept since last 20 years. We only researched and researched for 20 years. And now we are going to launch in 2026 January, these products. So this company is all about green, plant-based supplementations, which are absolutely clean. And when I mention clean, there are no preservatives, no additives, no sugar, nothing. Even the capsules which we make, they have no additional coatings.
Okay.
So it's absolutely natural. And this is one company which is there in. There is a contest worldwide, the XPRIZE. All the who's who of the nation of the world, they are there in this contest. So this particular contest is run by Elon Musk. His initiative is there. And big companies are already there. They invited around 3,200 companies all over the world. And out of that, 2,000 got selected for this particular XPRIZE. So this XPRIZE is a contest specially to invite people into anti-aging and age reversal kind of things, which specially has the products range from, say, all the supplements, but it has to be natural.
Yeah.
So that was their main concept. And currently, GP Life is the top 40 contender.
Nice.
And from India, we are the only supplement company which is there in XPRIZE right now. And very soon we will be in top 10. That is my confidence level. Very soon you will be listening, hearing news about it. And I'm very bullish about this particular company because we are here to help people. We are here to heal people. We are here to create a gap between the clients and the doctors. We don't want clients to go to the doctors as of now. Doctors are doing great job, okay? But whatever knowledge they have, they are not into curing certain diseases, okay? They are into curing diseases, but they are not into preventing certain diseases. Yeah. We are taking a preventive measure here.
And actually, I read somewhere like that all the let's say, for example, Pfizer or whatever the big drug companies, they have not cured anything. They just, their business is when people are sick. Because if everybody would be healthy, come on, they make money. The more people are sick, which is a crazy scenario.
I know, so I understand. So we have an app along with this.
Yeah.
So just a question.
Yeah.
How long you've been hearing the term AIs?
AI.
Yeah. Apps or AIs.
So artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years.
5 years.
I remember actually one of my French friends was working in San Francisco, some kind of a startup years ago, and immediately when I heard it, I was like, actually I told my friends, like, if I would have time, I would start to learn it, but I don't have, I want to be a best guy in Jiu-Jitsu. So maybe 5 years ago I heard it for the first time.
So we have an app developed for this particular company.
Okay.
And our article is published in 2017.
Wow.
2007, not 17. 2007.
Almost.
So just imagine where we started working,
8 years ago.
We had the thought process long back. So that app is very simple.
Yeah.
You download your blood reports. That app will show you the damage percentage of the organs, main organs. After getting onto a cycle of our supplements, you again download the blood reports in a month time or 2 months time or 3 months time, and the app will show you the results. That earlier the organs were damaged so and so percentage, now it is healed with so and so percentage. So that's what we are looking at.
Very interesting. Actually, what we can do is I can be your guinea pig, because I have, like I told you before, I have always, every 3 months, I have my blood test taken, more or less, because I'm very into also making myself the best version of myself. So I can definitely do it, and I have all the results, always the blood test. So I can be trying this and be a real-time
and
guinea
we
pig.
have measurable results.
Yep.
So a simple terminology. Like there are certain supplements, those who are into cleaning your gut.
Yeah.
Simple. Have you ever taken those kind of supplements to clean your gut?
Maybe now I don't. Now I don't, because now I'm.
Because you eat clean.
Yeah, I eat clean.
But many people don't.
Yep, and they.
So when I'm talking about measurable results.
Yeah.
So I can tell you, when you intake my gut cleaning supplement, after 8 hours or 9 hours, there will be a bowel movement into your body, and that will happen for sure.
Okay.
I can be very precise on that. And at the same time, the other measurable results are, when your HB1AC is, for example, it's around 7.5 or 8, it has to be below 5.7. So when I tell you that your HB1AC will come to 6 in a month's time, it will happen.
Nice. You are very confident about this.
Yeah.
As you should be.
So we have all the modules tested. We have all the supplements tested on animals and humans. We have all the articles published by WHO. Worldwide, there are articles published already. So we are very confident, because we researched only for 20 years.
Yep.
Did nothing else.
Yeah.
And now we are confident that this company is going to kickstart like anything.
It has been quite a process, but I think all of your expertise, like since as a kid and you started studying, I think this is the result of.
So I am a very, very small. I have a very small role into this, but I have the head scientist is there, Mr. Sridhar Pandya. My chairman is there, Mr. So apart from the names, doesn't matter. This Chetan Savalia is the main chairman here. So we have 6 people, a team of 60 scientists with us.
Yeah.
They only do this, nothing else, on our roles. So, and once people will see this into XPRIZE top 3, people will understand what kind of company it is all about. It is about healing people, it is about helping people, and our notion is to heal 50% of the world. So, into wellness.
And actually, what I saw, some crazy graphics. So I saw like how the chronic disease has been growing. I saw a chart from the United States. It was from the 50s to nowadays. Around 50s, there was like maybe 11% of the population had a chronic diseases. Now it's 60 or something like that.
And it's going to increase.
It's like this, the chart. 60% of people in the States has a chronic diseases. How this is going to end?
So that's where we come into picture.
Yeah.
So like, see, there are certain things, India had a base of Ayurveda. Somewhere we lost the touch and went into allopathy, big time. But we lost the touch. When you talk about inflammation in body, some main diseases start with the inflammation into your body. When you talk about inflammation, you always have curcumin in mind. Start taking curcumin.
Yep.
But when you take curcumin on a very, very large dosages, and when you don't have the exact phytogen extracts out of it, it will harm you. It will become toxic into your body. So it's like when you take fenugreek. Fenugreek is one herb which everybody wants to take, and they have heard a lot about it, and they just soak into the water, have it every morning, and they practice it daily. But it's not about taking fenugreek like that. It's about that phytogen. Saponin is one phytogen extracted from fenugreek, which will help and heal people, and not the whole fenugreek. So we have researched at that particular level, and we only deal with the extracts from plants. So total 450 plants we already have, which we have grown on our own land, own soil, without pesticides, everything.
Important.
And that's how the company
How big is the product line going to be? How many products?
So right now we are coming up with 50 products.
Okay.
Very soon it will be 150 products. Then very soon we will be coming up with beauty products. Normally females are into lot of toxic ointments and whatnot applying on their bodies. We want to come up with those range also, which are absolutely clean label. This is the world's #1 clean label company. When I say clean label, it is absolutely clean.
Very nice. Very
So a small chain, for example, if you have a GP Life multivitamin or a GP Life B12 or a GP Life any supplement place at your residence, and a small child comes and just empties and take it, like 10-15 tablets, it will not harm him.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about. So there are only advantages of our supplement. There is no disadvantage at all.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm excited, but let's see what is inside the box.
Yeah.
So what is this box?
So
Now here we have a couple of products.
So we have couple of products here. So this is multivitamin.
Okay.
And B12. This is B12.
Okay.
This is D3 plus K2.
Always with
Very
K2.
important.
Yeah. I have this in a liquid form, same stuff.
And
so
this is multivitamin.
Just multivitamin, yeah. So here are the base products. And what about where are you guys going to start to sell this? Around the world or only in India? Or?
Yes. So our project is global.
Yeah.
So I think we are going to start with Dubai first.
Yeah.
And then there is a chain of stores which we are planning to open. We want people to have stores in different cities, different places in the cities, and people go to the stores where we have experts. So we have designed a nutrition and supplementation course.
Okay.
So person who is interested in opening up a store, they have to undergo a particular course compulsorily. If he is certified, then only he can open up the store. Plus, whenever as a client, when you enter the store, they explain you about your blood work, your microbiome. After we have already tied up with lot of pathology, laboratories. So they will come there, they will take your blood test, they will give you the reports, and you will download the app, download the blood report into that app, and it will show you where you stand as of now. And that app only will tell you what all supplements you need to take.
I love the convenience of this. So yeah, here we have, very nice. Looks good, and actually I love the coloring. It looks
it's
nice.
Absolutely natural. We
Very
have
good.
not. So I just mentioned that even the coating is natural.
Yeah, because many times, at least that one.
Yeah.
Is
Also, we have protein supplements.
Yeah.
Whey protein is there, but we are into isolate protein only, and we have yeast protein. So many people just want plant protein. So we have yeast protein too, with all the amino acids required for your body.
Very nice, very nice. So Be ready. We're gonna be launching this soon. So
Yeah.
great stuff. Great stuff. All right, let's move on. So, Steelman of India. So, yeah, are you a little bit? You are so humble, guys. So, but that's who you are. So, 17 Guinness World Records. So, where this passion for breaking the record started, and what was the first one?
Only 17.
Only.
So, in martial arts, any martial arts form, you do a lot of this conditioning and all.
Yeah.
So all this conditioning and all make you strong. You know, if you observe small kids going to karate class or kickboxing class, you know, they come home, try punching on the walls or punching on the tree logs or kick, the shin kick and everything. I used to do that too.
Yeah.
You know, and it gave me a kind of sense that I am strong.
Yeah.
I can hit on wood logs, I can hit on walls, and it never hurt me back.
Yeah.
So those conditionings made me very, very strong physically and mentally, that I can bear that pain and go ahead.
Yeah.
So it's not about that it doesn't pain. Of course it pains, but I can bear that pain.
Yeah.
So so it's the same feeling as many good martial artists.
Yeah.
You know, if you see those Japanese grandmasters, they hit on the pads like anything. They have the swollen knuckles and everything, but their pain bearing capacity is huge. So same happened with me, and along with strength training, it got me more stronger and stronger. And 2011 we got an opportunity to break a Guinness World Record, which was already existent with the UK's martial artist, and we did that, and it was on a TV show, a Guinness TV show, and that gave me a kick, that this is giving us the limelight. This is giving me a sense that when you surpass pain, it gives you glory, and that's how it started.
What was the first record?
So it was a nail bed sandwich stance.
Yeah.
Paul Adams was the martial artist of UK, and he did a human and nail bed sandwich stance. So there is a nail bed on the ground.
Yeah.
You lie down on that nail bed, your back is there. Then there is a inverted nails on your chest and stomach, and there is another human on it. He also has to sleep on nail beds and inverted nails on his chest, again a human on it. So he did 4 layers.
Yeah.
So, and we had to break the record with 5 layers, which we did very easily. But at that time it was huge. My latest record, which I did last year, was 10 layers. And I was at the bottommost position. So there are many such records, every time you invent, every time I break a record, I rediscover myself. And that gives me a kick.
I saw the last one, the Pillars.
Yeah.
I love the video. How did you came up with that one?
So I saw a strongman, Calvin,
Yeah.
perform this stunt in front of me in Italy when I went for a Guinness World Record show there.
Okay.
So I did 3 records those days, but I saw Mr. Calvin do this Hercules Pillar record in front of me. And the pillars were 160 kgs. And I think he did it for 1 minute and 32 seconds. And he was a huge guy, around 6'7", 6'8". And somehow I always had the confidence of my grip strength because of my rope climbing into judo and arm wrestling, So I always had this grip strength. But I am no match to Kelvin or Mark Felix. He's legend into strongman, and he's legend into especially this Hercules Pillars stunt. So I'm no competition to them. But I just wanted to make a point that, and every time, to be honest, every time I went to this Guinness World Record shows, or every time I traveled abroad, the kind of, when I talk to people, talk to athletes, they kind of look down on Indian athletes. That Indian athletes don't have those physical abilities to surpass certain things. So that triggered me.
You wanted to prove them wrong.
Yeah. So it's not about competing with Mark Felix, again repeating the same thing. It's about proving certain people wrong, that no, Indian genetics are very, very strong. And if we focus on it, if we have confidence on it, and if we start training and eating right food, we can build up our own strengths. So that's what I did. So, Mark Felix is around 160, 170 kg. Calvin was 170 kg. And I was just 85, 86 kgs.
How much you weigh, by the way?
Right now I'm 87.
87. Okay.
So there is no match. And I'm just 5'10".
Yeah.
From maybe below 5'10". But no. And I held those 160 kg pillars for 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Wow.
Then later, what happened is, a lot of this Twitter games and YouTube games, people started challenging and commenting on that Mark Felix did 200 kg pillar 2 in strongman competition. He just, even though he break the record, it is just 160 kg. Then I said, let's do it. So my target was 250 kgs then.
Yeah.
Surpassing the existing record by 50 kgs. So Mark Felix did 200 kgs for 1 minute and 21 seconds, or if I'm not wrong. And he actually inspired me, to be very honest. And my target was 250 kgs each pillar, but by fluke, by manufacturing defect, those pillars became 261 kgs.
Okay.
So, and the target given by Guinness World Record was 1 minute, and I did 1 minute and 7 seconds. So that's it. So it's not about me breaking the record. It's giving confidence to my Indian citizens that yes, we are able to do this if we have it in us.
And actually, you have been talking this quite a lot. Even when we are doing an introduction of your gym, you talk about like you want to inspire the Indian people. So you are very proud of being Indian, and you want to lift the whole country up with your actions. So you don't do this for yourself, you do this for your country.
Yeah.
And
so initial 5-6 records I did it for myself, to be very frank.
Yeah.
But then later on I'm just doing it to inspire people, to be healthy, to inspire people to be confident, to inspire our Indian citizens, my fellow citizens, that we have it in us. So let's focus on it. Let's be confident, and I think let's show to the world that Indians can be on the top charts.
And they definitely will. But tell me about how is the actual process? So when you break a record, so there is the officials in there, and is there kind of a Guinness? Talk me through the process, because I have no idea.
Okay. So whatever stunts I do, those are risky martial arts stunts or risky stunts.
Yeah.
So there are a certain process of making Guinness World Records by recording your stunts and sending it across to the headquarters in London, and they, after seeing it, they can give their judgments. But in the stunts I do, they don't allow me to send the records. It has to be done via an educator. Educator has to be present during the stunt. He has to be present there. He sees it by his own eyes. He judges it before that. He judges the record, but before that he inspects all the equipments which are used.
So they are really 261, for example, they are not 20 kilos.
So they measure not only the weight, but he measures the width and the length too.
Okay.
He measures the chain distance between my grips and the pillars.
Yeah.
Everything. So he makes sure, in short, he makes sure that the equipments are up to the standards of Guinness.
Yeah.
And certain times they give me 3 chances. Even if I fail, I can have 2 more chances.
Yeah.
In certain records, they don't give me chances because it depends on the risk.
Okay.
Something like that.
Have you ever needed to use the second chances, or have you nailed everything once?
For the first time, and only one time till date, I have used the second chance.
Yeah.
And that was at Atari border when this 261 kgs Hercules Pillar was attempted. So this is not yet shown on public TV, but when I first held the grips and my volunteers left the pillars, I couldn't hold it for even 3 or 4 seconds.
Okay.
Something went wrong and I slipped. My right hand slipped. So, and immediately in 10 seconds, all the volunteers lifted the pillars up and I again held it.
And then something happened there, but you were able
so
to hold it.
my target was to break 1 minute and 20 seconds or 25 seconds. But because it was a second attempt and immediately in 10 seconds, I could have waited for 2, 3, 5 seconds, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They would have given me this rest period, but said, just chuck
you
it.
wanted to when you were on the move, so let's do it now.
So I did it for 1 minute and 7 seconds.
So that gives me a conclusion that we might see in a longer hold later on.
Good thought.
we will see, because 17 is nice, but I don't know, 18 or 20. Or do
So
you have a still
I'm not
ambition?
targeting on doing 18 or 19 or 20.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the number doesn't matter, because
So as in when I think I'm ready for a particular record or a particular stunt, and if I can inspire people, I'll do it.
Exactly. And because if you're chasing, like overall in life, if we are chasing something, we are not probably going to get it. Like you just need to accept your mission, and the good things will come to you. You don't get anything good for chasing it. And again, chasing numbers, like, okay, now I have 20,
No
I want
point.
20.
No
There's
point.
Exactly.
No point.
Like normal people, and who gives? Who gives a shit? Nobody. Like if you have 17 or 18 or... But anyway, very impressive. And actually my biological father, he has won Guinness World Record. I think it's from 87. And they changed a motor to Volkswagen Beetle by their hands in the fastest time in the world. Wow. Unfortunately, I'm not in contact with him anymore because he left us. But anyway, I remember this kind of a detail. So I have this connection with. But okay, let's talk about the nutrition part a little bit more. What is your take? What is your diet? What kind of a normal food you eat? I'm interested.
So I have a pretty easy nutrition which I follow.
Yeah.
So all my meals are balanced.
Yeah.
I have my proteins, I have a little bit of carb portion and fats portion. But I practice one thing, I eat salad bowl first.
Okay.
So that whatever you eat, carbs, the insulin doesn't spike at all.
Yeah.
So I eat my salad bowl first and then my protein and fats portion, and later if I am hungry, I'll eat some carbs.
Yeah.
And off late, I'm following a nutrition plan wherein I eat my dinner at 6:30 p.m. And after that, I take my personal clients into strength training, and I have my martial arts class also. Before bed, I have just protein in water.
Okay. What carbs you eat?
I have rice or millets.
Okay. And actually, what I do, of course, not while I'm traveling, but in Spain, I eat all of my foods. I have a 12-hour eating window. So I start
intermittent fasting.
Yeah, but I do it naturally. I just feel it.
I understand.
I just feel it it's good for me. So I start my breakfast 8, and then I eat the last meal at 8, and I just feel
That's
great.
kind of the same thing.
I'm not a big fan of eating heavy late.
Yeah.
And actually yesterday I came to hotel, it was like 9:30, and then when I went to hotel it was like 10:30 when I get the food. So I ate, but it's harder to wake up.
It felt heavy.
Yeah, and when you get used to kind of go to sleep, not hungry, but also not full, I feel the difference. I feel that I'm much more ready for the day when I have like time for digest.
So it's always said that your brain functions at the peak level when you're in empty stomach position.
Yeah. And actually, the strange thing, because what happens to me, like creative moments in life, sometimes you get inspired, or you get these creative moments. And for me, most creative moment is that if I follow my routine, and just before I go to sleep, usually I go to sleep at 10, so I try to have like a solid 10-hour sleep. So just before I fall into sleep, if my stomach is empty, I got some idea and I have pen and paper and I start writing down. It's crazy, like always just before I fall into sleep.
The same thing happens to me when I wake up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so interesting. But something is happening in our brains, but it's strange moments. But it's
that's pretty natural, because again, microbiome and your mental health has to sync.
They play nice together. And actually, I'm a big fan of extra virgin olive oil nowadays because it's so healthy. And actually, I used to hate it. Even though I live in Spain, they put in olive oil, Mediterranean diet, and how, like, I watched this BBC documentary, and they had there's multiple studies, and the study showed that 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil lowers your risk for cardiovascular disease.
Absolutely.
33%. So then I decided, it's worth it. So I started to add that on my diet, and of course I have now like much more olive oil, and now I learned to love the taste.
Okay.
But first I hated it.
So you sprinkle it on your salads?
Yeah, I sprinkle it on my salads and almost every food. First, everything tastes like olive oil.
Yeah.
But then my body gets used to it, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm more sharper. I have more cognition. I don't know, but it works, and my stomach functions better. So I'm a big fan of olive oil.
In India, of course, people are following this trend of getting into olive oils and all, but I prefer cow ghee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, much more
That's
tasty.
one of the best thing again.
Oh.
And you have this coconut oils.
Yeah.
So you have omega-3, omega-6, omega-9, but omega-12 you can only have via coconut oil.
Okay.
So that's very, very important.
And
again.
I'm a big fan of coconut water.
Yeah.
In Spain, of course, we cannot have. I think we might even have real coconuts there, but anyway, not on the way like here. It tastes different. I just love it. It just gives me kind of immediately. I don't know. It's totally different than. But of course, there is natural electrolytes and stuff here, so I love it. Especially when I train.
Yeah.
I feel like it absorbs my body.
You need to replenish your electrolytes which you washed out.
Yes, exactly. So do you count calories? I don't, but do you?
So now I don't need to count.
Yeah.
Because my portion is already fixed.
Yeah.
My wife Farzana knows about it, what to cook, how much to cook. So now I don't need to calculate at all. And one more thing, I don't just hog.
Yeah.
I eat with the sense that I'm satisfied.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of get that. And also, let's say, because yesterday we went to eat in Japanese restaurant, we could eat 3 of those portions.
Absolutely,
to be honest with you.
absolutely.
But after you stop eating
You're
and you start,
happy.
and then you feel like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
In that moment, like, give me more.
No,
But,
that's what normally people do. And
Yeah.
that's why we are facing this big problem of obesity.
yeah, and that's crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Like half of the population in everywhere in the world, and
Probably
it's only
more
growing.
than that.
Yeah.
So India is the diabetic capital of the world now, and we are facing a big problem right now. And that's because of obesity.
Yeah.
So, and the worst thing is, across the globe, obesity has taken over kids.
Yeah.
We need to control it. We need to educate them.
Yeah, and do you know, I watched this documentary about Japan, and in Japanese schools, they have a nutritionist in every kid's school.
Yes.
And they make the food prepared like a properly clean food and everything. Japanese, they are
I don't know, the
nailing it.
education system is very different, very good. So, I've mentioned this before in one of the podcasts.
Yeah.
So, when I went to Japan, I heard about these stories.
Oh, yeah.
So, and when I was going to a gym in the morning with my wife, there were students, small students, probably 8, 9 years, walking alone. Japan is very safe that way.
Yeah.
And I just politely asked a kid that, what is your best food? And that girl, and I was amazed that the story which I heard was absolutely correct. She said broccoli and salads.
Yeah.
And if you ask our kids, it's chocolates and ice creams.
Definitely not
and
a broccoli.
chips.
Yeah.
So that's where we are wrong.
Yeah.
That's why their brain functions are a lot more better.
And also, I don't think, again, I have nothing against, people can eat what they kind of want and be who you are, but the fact is that you are getting fat if you eat more, that you are burning. So also nowadays, I feel like people are getting so offended when you talk like honestly about the reasons, and I think that's so strange.
Yeah.
Like when we talk about, okay, obviously you are eating too much and you're not, it's not that, like, how do we ended up in this kind of situation?
This generation, I think they can't even accept no's, and they can't even listen to no's.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And I don't buy this notion of yours that people can eat everything and they can live their lives. No. Because of this particular notion practiced for last 40, 50 years, this generation is facing the problem.
Yeah.
If this notion would have been corrected long back, we would have been absolutely healthy as of now.
Yeah, it's about education.
Yeah.
And now it's...
So it has to be corrected right away. And we need to tell people on face that, look, you look obese, you need to take care of yourselves. And people should accept it.
Yes, I totally agree.
It's not about body shaming. Body shaming is different.
Exactly.
But when you generously tell someone that, look, you look obese, you look fat, you need to take care of yourselves.
And because they will feel better if their body...
It's not going to help us.
No.
It's for them
but
only.
But that's exactly what's the problem now, because nowadays people they don't say it straight. Like people are hiding from the truth, and there is all kind of smoke around, like there is no honesty.
Absolutely,
around
because
the subject.
they live in that foggy environment. Their brain functions are not proper because of these wrong habits, eating habits. Again, gut microbiome and your mood functions.
Yeah.
You don't have those cognitive abilities.
Yeah.
You're always in that foggy environment.
And you know what thing I saw? I saw an advertising from 1997. There was this Calvin Klein underwear ad. You remember like 1997, this David Beckham era?
Yeah.
Fucking man with abs and beautiful girl. And then I saw Calvin Klein advertising from 2025. Ridiculous.
They can't show the same thing again now.
Yeah, now it was this kind of fucking, I don't know, look like a chunky, this guy.
Yeah.
Like this kind of, I'm sorry to be alive. And then this fat transgender chick was the other one. I was like, dude, this really, I don't want to buy the stuff. Like, strange.
I loved what you just mentioned. A fat guy and I'm sorry to be alive.
Yeah, exactly. He looked so weak. And now, but we need to be so inclusive. Makes no fucking sense, man. It pisses me off. Like, so really, it's so strange.
See, I've been mentioning this on my social media platform, but I think you should tell people, they will listen to you.
Yeah.
That if someone tells you that you're fat, you're obese, take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
You
kind of feel better.
I just don't understand. How can anybody feel good in that big fatty body?
And they don't, but they say I feel good because they are not ready to change anything. I don't know.
Now you see this RAM shows, the models, they show, okay. See, I respect fat people, I respect obese people, but only those who work hard for their own health.
Yeah.
But if they are not working hard on their bodies, if you are not working hard for their health, they are not working hard for their families.
Yeah. Yeah, because also you're going to die much younger, and it's very selfish to not take care of yourself.
If I am into a fit routine, it's not for me, it's not for my family.
Yeah.
I buy more years for my family.
That's true. That's true.
And I don't know what is happening with this generation. They are going in the absolutely wrong direction.
Yep.
And you see this party culture coming in. Of course, people used to party earlier also, but they were fit.
Yeah.
Now they are not.
Yeah. What do you think about processed foods? Disgusting. Yeah.
So this is correlated.
Yeah. I try to avoid it in all costs. Like, if I have anything like highly processed food, I can feel it nowadays immediately.
So I can't mention about the Western culture, but I can surely mention about India.
Yeah.
So a generation before me, for the 50, 60 years, what happened is we got independence in 1947, and that moment started looking up to the Western countries. And the Western countries had those Coke and Pepsi culture, the McDonald's culture, and all that came very soon in India, and they started hogging on it. And because of those wrong habits, the genetics got weaker and weaker and weaker. So that's the problem.
That is a problem. And actually, I'm going to use dogs as an example, because I saw a study where there was a dog's expected life expectancy. Like in the 70s, dogs lived like 25 years.
Yes.
When I saw it, I was like,
21 to 24 was the average.
What's happened? But it's of course because we have been breeding them, but also the food and everything, it was mind-boggling because I was like, isn't that supposed to be other ways?
So even when we have pets at home, we give them processed foods.
Yeah.
Why can't we feed them fresh foods?
Yep.
That's the same problem with us. Majority of the population is living on processed foods because they don't have time to cook. I can understand, but they can still have fresh foods.
Exactly.
But who will take that effort to go to wherever the shop is, or buy some fresh food and cook?
Yeah, and I found like
so because of this facility of getting ready-made processed food, everything is going for a toss.
And also because the processed foods are made that you eat more, so that all the chemicals
because of the preservatives.
Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable. And I use this always as an example. Nowadays, I don't eat so much carbs. I eat a little bit rice now and then, but I used to have like oatmeal in the mornings in Finland.
Yeah.
We used to have, and I used to have it also. But then I found out that actually I don't need it. But when I had oatmeal, I had normal oatmeal, and I felt like a little bit weird.
Lazy.
But when I have like a very good oatmeal, super high quality organic oatmeal from Finland, totally different. And that was only the difference that it was like a organic.
You can have those steel cut rolled oats, and they are very organic. They are very good.
Yeah, so I felt the difference, and that's why now, like I have like a Carrefour shop close to me, so I buy organic everything what I can, and of course I pay triple the price of normal food, but I would pay 5 times more because I can feel the difference.
Because you know what that food will do to you, and that is why you don't mind spending on it.
No.
People don't understand this.
Yep.
They can go to a restaurant and spend money like anything. They can go to this movie theaters and spend money like anything, but they don't spend on good food.
Yeah, and it's when you start to clean your diet, you're gonna start to see a lot of, changes on a better, and you just feel your body differently. You can start to learn your body, and you can feel it.
So, as you mentioned, normal oats. So, normal oats, just for your viewers, I can mention here, normal oats can give you inflammation, and that is why you feel that heaviness.
Yeah.
So, you should always spend your money on good oats.
Yep.
Not only those, but all the food options you have.
I agree, and actually, funny story, I was talking with one person, and because also I have I eat a lot of eggs.
Okay. Same as me.
Yeah, and I was talking with him, and I said okay, I've been switching to the organic eggs, very birds can be free, and he was, there's no sense, and I was like, what? And he was like, eggs are eggs, and I said, I really don't believe that if you are living in a fucking small cage, they feed you some kind of a processed bad food, that you're gonna produce good eggs.
Yeah.
In their mind, it was like eggs are eggs. I was like, absolutely, it's gonna affect the quality of the protein.
Changes. Big time.
It was unbelievable. But of course, in Spain, for example, basic chicken, €5.50 a kilo.
Okay.
Organic chicken, 33.
Oh, okay.
So it's breaking.
But it's required.
And I need to do it. I absolutely need to do it. And especially when I use my body all the time, I can feel it, and my body cannot
tolerate all those
not processed food at all. What is your favorite meal? What is your favorite meal? Something that your wife makes, or?
So my favorite, I think it's been discussed many times in past also. So I love scrambled eggs.
Oh, same here.
With some dry fruits into it.
Oh, you put dry fruits in the scrambled egg?
Yeah, some nuts.
I need to try that.
No ghee, no butter, nothing, no oil. Just scramble it, that's it.
What is your favorite nuts? What do you like to eat?
Favorite?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Favorite nuts?
Nuts. So I love walnuts.
Walnuts. And again, walnuts, almonds, walnuts, very good for your brain, super healthy.
Yeah.
Handful of day.
So honestly, I can't say that walnut is my the most favorite, but I love walnuts, cashews and almonds, you give me pistachios, I love it.
Yeah, but pistachios, they are also great, but I love roasted, but a little bit of salt. And but it's still a semi-healthy. But
and I sprinkle some amount of raisins into my egg also.
Oh, nice! I need to try that. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow in the hotel. Maybe I'll ask them to add the raisins. So, as a father, how do you think? Because your both sons are doing martial arts and basically in some way following your footsteps. Does that make you proud? How do you think about that they are also becoming a martial artist and follow the discipline?
Of course, I am very proud of them as of now.
Yeah.
My elder one is already a world champion in Kudo.
Yeah.
But as a parent, I feel I can only show them the way.
Yeah.
Rest is up to them.
Yeah.
But if any parent trains their kids early, gives good knowledge about physiology and nutrition and training, they'll be on a right path wherein they will not divert to certain addictive wrong substances. And that's what my major objective is.
Yeah.
Sports, accolades, belts, tournaments, medals, it's a byproduct.
Of course.
So I just wanted to imbibe good culture, a healthy culture into them.
Yeah.
A cohesiveness of family bonding has to be there with them. And that is what I wanted to give. And that is why I left my bank. Because during my banking job hours, I couldn't give time to my sons at all, and my wife. So, I had to take a decision.
Of course, and I think the decision was right because...
As of now, I am very happy.
Yeah, you are very happy.
With them.
Yeah, you train with them and everything is going, everything is growing.
So after leaving bank, I started my first martial arts class. I only had 3 students.
What did you start to teach?
And one out of the 3 was Zidane, that is my elder one.
Oh, what was you teaching? Started karate or what was
Yes, I started teaching karate, judo, and mixed martial arts.
Where was this first place where you
in
started?
Surat only.
Okay, so pretty humble beginnings, but that's how all great stories
I had to start.
Of course.
And then I started giving personal trainings into gym for 2 years, and in 2006, I left bank in 2015. I started my class in 2015.
Okay.
But before that also, I had my class, but it was not professionally managed.
Yeah.
I used to teach people after I came back from the bank. After having my dinner. Yeah. So while I was having my dinner, people, my students used to start warming up, and then I started teaching them, something like that.
And then you couldn't, that was not the main thing. You need to still put the time on the bank, and that's totally different. But I'm happy to see that you are following this path, and everything is growing now.
Yeah.
This one coming up, and we are building this amazing.
So even this thing, we started about researching on this particular product since since 2006.
Yeah.
And this concept, so I was there with them for many years. Whatever knowledge I had about nutrition, about fitness, I used to give it. But then 2016 or 15, we decided that it has to come up in a big way.
Yeah.
And let's help people.
Yeah.
Because sooner or later, all these wrong things is going to enter my own house, and I don't want that. Let's come up with products which will keep all these wrong things away from my house. And that's why we've come up with these products.
What about the family values? You have a very tight family. I met your family, I met your father, I have met everybody. I came to your house, so I see that you are tight unit. How important you think that it is, and
very
is that
important.
Rarity? Yeah, because absolutely. I see that's in Western country that's.
I know it's lacking.
Yeah, it's lacking. And how do you feel about?
So I had many opportunities to go abroad, to go in other cities of my country, settle there. I had many good opportunities, but I never did. I never chose that. I always chose to be with my parents. I don't know why, but I probably you can say I'm very conservative in that fashion, that manner, but I think this helped me. Yeah. My kids, I always wanted my kids to learn what family values are about.
Yeah.
And if I would have been shifted abroad or stayed alone, I would have been working, my wife would have been working, my kids would have grown up alone, and everything would have been a mess, which I foresighted very soon.
And I loved the time in your house. Everybody was laughing. We had a fun time. We had good food. So that kind of, I was happy to see it, but it kind of made me, in some way, a little bit sad, because I understand that I come from a very broken family. My father left us when I was 1 year old, and I don't feel, any sadness. My mom is great, and my brother and my daughter. Like, I still have my family, but this kind of unity, it's like when kids grow in this kind of environment, It's priceless, man. I feel like
This is priceless.
Yeah.
We work for whom?
Yeah.
We work for our families, we work for our kids. And if they are not there with you, you see, our parents would have sacrificed a lot raising us. I just don't understand why would we leave them for some penny opportunities or some bucks.
Yeah, and because anyway, if you decide to do that, you can regret it because someday not everybody is around anymore. Then you're gonna, oh, I shouldn't done that.
Yes. Then that regret, you can't undo it.
Yeah.
It's gone. So rather be with your families, be always there for them. Certain times I have seen many families, they stay not together but in same cities.
Yeah.
I can understand. There are clashes in all families. But then I always mention you need to unsee certain things, you need to unhear certain things, speak less. And that's what family is all about. You need to adjust to things. They are your own people.
Yeah, exactly. Family is everything.
Yeah.
And it was very pleasant to see. What do you think, what you should be saying, what would you say somebody who thinks about starting to change their life, whatever the reason is, they might be obese or they might be depressed and they think like, maybe I should start to train, maybe I want to change my life. What do you think about the first step to telling them?
If anybody wants to change their lives, change their thought process first. There is no maybe. Just do it.
Yeah.
What Nike says, just do it.
And I believe in that because like taking the first step, I remember when I started to do videos, and actually again, the success was a byproduct. I wanted to share my passion to Jiu-Jitsu. I didn't want to become like famous. That's the stupidest idea ever.
Yeah.
It just happened. But I remember I did like research, like if I started to do videos, and because I was pretty nervous because I had a shady history at least. But I've always been very honest about it. But when I started to do the videos, I decided like, fuck it, I'm going to do the first video, I'm going to learn on the way. And then I did the first video, and immediately I saw the first video. The mic guy was too far, and I was like, then the process started just make the first step, and you don't need to be good at anything before
just start, just do it.
Exactly.
Don't think about it.
Exactly.
It's very simple. If there is an obese boy or a girl who wants to change their body types or that whatever they want to look good, at least in this today's trend, people know at least whatever food they can identify what is bad for the body, what is good for the body.
Yep.
They don't need to be nutritionists. They don't have money, no problem. They don't need to go to a nutritionist or a dietitian. But at least cut off what is wrong for their body.
Yep.
The colas, the sodas, the additional added sugars, the packaged foods, excessive oils. Just cut those things.
I agree.
Their body will be in much better state.
I agree. And also, do you agree, what is your take this? Because I believe being in a good shape, at least 80% is about what you eat. What is your diet?
So honestly, again, I don't believe in those percentages.
Okay.
I don't know who gave these percentages.
I just give some kind of but it's a big part.
So you might have heard this notion that in your fitness journey, 80% is nutrition, 10% is 10% is exercising, and 10% is sleep. I say it is 100% nutrition, 100% exercising, 100% sleep.
Yeah.
So
very well said.
Everything has to be on point.
What is your big dream? Do you have any big dream, or are you living your dream?
I'm living my dream. I'm living my dream.
Love it, and I can see it happening. You have an amazing family. Everything is going good, and you seems to be overall pretty happy guy. Which
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. Absolutely satisfied. I love whatever opportunity comes to me, and God is very kind in giving me opportunities. So I'm just happy about it.
And I love to be around happy people because also. I have also my bad days, but many times I decide, I'm on a door, and when I step out, I'm like, and then life starts to bring you, start to smile for the first person you see, and it's great to be around people who are positive and driven, and also we need people like us to be around us so we can build something great.
So I always mention that, parent needs to enroll their kids into some sports, always. They need to be sports persons first. Over and above the team spirit and all, they need to be, they should have the sportsman spirit. And why is that? If there is a ball in front of me, I have to take that opportunity to kick that ball. I can't dream about it. So life is the same. Opportunities come to you, you kick those opportunities well, take them well, cherish them. You can't just keep on dreaming on your couch, that you will do this and that. No,
you need to take it opportunities. And again, it's kind of simple because just make the first action. Start, make the ball rolling. If you're thinking about go to do a gym or martial arts class, do it for the very first time, and you see, like the results will give you the motivation. Motivation itself, motivation comes and goes.
So again, there are many motivational speakers, those who say there is only plan A in your life. I say there can be plan Z, till Z. Why plan A only? And somewhere, because of such motivational speakers, lot of this new generation kids are ending their lives. Because if they see that plan A is not working, they go into depression and end their lives straight away. Why? If something is written in your, written by God for you, it has to come. You need to change your goals. You need to change your plans. Just shift your plans and then see.
Exactly.
Don't just take actions and be in stress or anxiety or depression. I just don't understand these words. And why educate students, small kids into schools about stress and depression? Why? We want them to be away from these words. We don't want to, I just don't understand why schools are into teaching these subjects. We want kids to be away from them. We don't want it to be even, they don't want even the kids to listen to these words. When did you hear about depression when you were a kid?
I didn't.
Nobody?
This kind of...
it's around last 15 years, 10 years probably.
Years, exactly. And they even encourage you. No. You must have this, let's test. And it's like, it's everywhere. And it's almost kind of a fashion to be depressed.
Absolutely.
And I have seen that shift. Like last 10, 15 years. Like a lot of stuff have happened, but in a direction of...
So even the education system is going wrong somewhere. I don't know what is happening, but people like us need to be, top of it and take care of it.
And I think, like, we are changing the world as much as we can. What we are doing. Martial arts, you have your company and everything what we do, because I think it's important that, for example, everything what we do, I think you agree, we are not doing for ourselves. We are doing for other people, and I love to lift people around me. Like I just love to inspire people to do better and being in a consistent road of growth through martial arts and through disciplined life and through positivity, helping other people, and just being a good human being. I think
that's more important.
Exactly. I think that's a great words to end this great conversation. I thank you for your hospitality. You have been a great host.
Thank you for having me on your podcast. I think it's a great opportunity to be on a global platform, and I just love talking to you.
Thank you so much. Vispy Kharadi. Guys, go train, keep smiling, and remember, Jiu-Jitsu never dies. Baby, boom!